Halo,
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Very
If,
clear. So you?
all right, that's great to hear. If you can hear me, can you go ahead and please send a heart reaction to our chat box just to make sure everyone's listening and listening very well to our program this afternoon. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. Magandang hapon po sa lahat. And salamat pagi sumuanya to our friends in Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the beginning of new learnings for all of us as we embark with this two-day international conference. Let us all get excited for this program, for we are about to venture to a new endeavor for our professional development and intellectual growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jayoren Ongkoy from University of Mindanao, Tagum, Philippines, and we are very much excited to welcome you all to ICET 2024, the International Conference in Education and Technology. Of course, brought to you by the Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arshad Al-Bajari, Banjar Masin Yuniska, Indonesia, and University of Mindanao, Tagum Campus, Philippines. I know and I can feel how excited we all are to learn new things and feed our mind with new knowledge. So with no further ado, we shall begin our program by honoring the countries of the host universities through the singing of the national anthem of Indonesia, followed by the singing of the Philippines national anthem, Lupang Hinirang.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Please send your heart reaction to our chat box just for me to make sure that everyone's very attentive and listening to our program this afternoon. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I can see you're all sending messages in our chat box. Thank you so much. And of course, first, allow me to thank you all for participating in our international conference today. Until tomorrow, January 10, we are very much excited to hear from all of you for the presentation of comprehensive research papers. And please know that we are very thrilled to see such a diverse and esteemed gathering of professionals and experts from all around the world. And everyone's presence here today adds immense value to the richness and diversity of this conference. And of course, before we go ahead and start with our program, allow me first to let you know of our ground rules or house rules for our International Conference in Education and Technology, or ICET 2024. First would be to find a quiet space to participate. Second is let us mute our microphone when not recognized or acknowledged to speak. We must also position our cameras close to the screen you are looking at. And we always have to make sure to keep our camera on whenever possible. And let us use as well our chat box to record key ideas and action items. And to those who haven't changed their Zoom name yet, please change your Zoom name to your full name and to your university. And please note that the attendance form will be sent to you today and on the second day, which is scheduled tomorrow. And the evaluation form will be sent tomorrow, day 2, January 10, 2024. So those are just the simple house rules we have for our ICET 2024. And this time, to welcome us all for the ICET 2024, please let us give a virtual round of applause and send a heart reactions for the welcome remarks from the rector of the Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arshad Al-Banjari Banjar Masin Yuniska, Indonesia, Babak Professor Insinyur Abdul Malik SPT, MSc PhD IPU ASEAN Asia. We have Professor Insinyur Abdul Malik. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
Okay, thank you for Master of Ceremony. Assalamualaikum, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me in this opportunity to welcome all these conference participants by first praying our grateful and praise to the Almighty God for all His blessing, grace, and mercy that have made us possible together here in this cloud in well condition. The Honorable Vice President Dr. Evelyn Saludis, the Honorable all keynote speaker, the Honorable distinguished guests and participants of the International Conference and Education and Technology 2024 with topic on fostering education towards technology. Welcome to University Islamic of Kalimantan in Banjarmasin City, those online. The world today is facing many challenges. We must address the sustainability agenda to deliver improvement in efficiency, resource productivity. We should be clearly aware the importance of interdisciplinary cooperation. We need to promote cooperation within the profession, education, and technology for enhancing nation productivity and competitiveness. International cooperation in education and technology facilitate that exchange of knowledge and promote technology application for safe and well-being future to support human sustainability. In accordance with the vision and mission of Islamic University of Kalimantan that is become an ASEAN competitiveness university. This international conference is one of among many efforts to make this vision and mission come true. It puts our concern on contributes of education and technology for enhancing nation productivity and competitiveness in Indonesia. Hopefully, we all can significant give more contribution to the nation advancement in the not too distant future. To all of our distinguished guests and participants, thank you for being here. Welcome and enjoy the conference. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Selamat sore. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Bapak Professor Insinyur Abdul Malik. And this time, let's listen to the welcome remarks as well of the school director and Tagum College Branch Operations Officer, no other than Dr. Evelyn P. Saludes.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our session wherein intellectual products have come to be presented, appreciated, and utilized. Indeed, the relationship between our institutions, the UNISCA and the Tagum College, have come to a deeper meaning. Our common goals for quality education, engagement, and recognition in this region of Southeast Asia bring us together. And one of the avenues is what we are doing today. We have come closer as time goes by. My appreciation to all the presenters, the school officials of both schools, and those who made our session today possible. I look forward to more collaborations in the near future. Good day, my friends.
Thank you so much once again, Bapak Professor Insinyur Abdul Malik, and of course, Dr. Evelyn P. Saludes, for your very warm welcome to all of our participants, delegates, and research professionals. And at this juncture, to acknowledge all of our participants and of course, our university partners for this year's ICET, please help me welcome the head of the External Relations, International Affairs, and Language Studies of UNESCO Indonesia, no other than, of course, Ms. Ratna, SPD, MPD. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much for the great Master of Ceremonies, Sergio, who has given me a good opportunity to handle the main agenda today. Hello, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For openers, I would like to say thanks to our God who has given us long life and a good heart so we can participate in the International Conference on Education and Technology with the theme Fostering Education Through Technology, organized by Faculty of Education and Faculty of Information Technology of Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arsyad Al-Banjari Banjarmasin in Indonesia, in partnership with Department of Teacher, Education and Information Technology of University of Mindanao Tagum College, or UMTC, Philippines. Besides, let's also say thanks to our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, for the Muslim who has brought us from the darkness to the brightness. Ladies and gentlemen, before inviting our keynote speaker to embark his presentation, firstly, let me take your time to greet our university partner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arsyad Al-Banjari Banjarmasin in Indonesia has some collaboration with several institutions abroad under Southeast Asian Minister of Education and Organization. In the Philippines, UNISCA has collaboration with Pangasinan State University, Tarlac Agricultural University, University of Northern Philippines, Notre Dame of Marble University, University of Santo Tomas, Normal Philippines University North Luzon, St. Louis University, Mariano Marcos State University, University of San Jose del Calatas, University of Cordilleras, Nueva Ecija, University of Science and Technology, Lyceum of the Philippines University Batangas, Mindoro State University, and Agriculture and Technology or MISCAP, Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, and the last one, our beloved partner, University of Tagum College, UMTC Philippines. Maraming salamat po for the wonderful collaboration. We really appreciate it. While in the Philippines, we have some collaboration. They are Chiang Rai Rajabat University, Pranakon Rajabat University, Konkan Rajabat University, and Chiang Mai Rajabat University. When in Vietnam, we have two collaborations there. Duitan University and Nguyen Thanh Thai University. While in Malaysia, we have some collaboration. International University Malaysia INTI, Polytechnic Seberang Perai Malaysia, University Pendidikan Sultan Idris Malaysia, and Unimas, University Malaysia Sarawak. While in Brunei Darussalam, we also have collaboration with University Islam Sultan Sharif Ali, Brunei Darussalam, and University Brunei Darussalam. While in Turkey, we have one collaboration there, Istanbul Sahabatin Zam University, and then for Russia, National Research State University Russia and People's Friendship University of Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all our university partner abroad. And then now, let me greet audiences from 5 different countries. Participants from Japan, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining our event today, Remain students. Participants from Philippines, magandang hapon. Maraming salamat po, students, for spending your time to support our event. Participant from Thailand, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining our event today, Remain students. Participant from Iraq, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, Shukran, sir, ma'am. And students who are spending your time to participate on our event today. And the last one, participants from Indonesia. Assalamualaikum, selamat siang. Terima kasih Bapak, Ibu, and students for spending your time to participate on this conference. Your participation is truly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's come to our main agenda today. We already explained yesterday in our trial session that before we invite our keynote speaker to deliver his presentation, firstly, we from moderator would like to read his or her curriculum vitae. Okay, of the first keynote speaker today, his name is Dr. Hiroyuki Obari, is a professor at Globis Professional University and hold the title of professor at Oyama Gakuen University. Additionally, he is a part-time lecturer at the Tokyo Institute of Technology Graduate School. He is a visiting researcher at the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology. He was born in 1953. He received his BA from the University of Oklahoma, Political Science, MA from ICU, International Relations, second MA from Columbia University, and PhD from the University of Tsukuba, Computer Science. He was a visiting researcher at the University of Oxford in 1998, 27, 2018, and 2020. He specialized in CALL, TESOL, Worldview Studies, and ICET. His recent publications include Exploring the Impact of Artificial Intelligence, AEF Teaching in Japan, and also Smart CALL, Personalization, Contextualization, and Socialization, and the last one, Implementing Mobile Language Learning Technology in Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all about the first keynote speaker today. And then for economics into time, let's invite him to start his presentation. To Dr. Obari, floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. So let me share you my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, and then
Yes,
I have already sent you some documents, my publications, and today's even this slide. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hiroyuki Obari. Thank you for inviting me to this conference. And today, I used to be a professor at the Aoyama Gakuen University in Shibuya in Tokyo, but I retired at the age of 68, and then I got my full-time position at the age of 70. Now I'm going to be 71 soon. But today, I'd like to talk to you about the transforming language education, the rise of VR and AI in English learning. And I've made two research questions. First question is, how do VR and AI affect the field of education to expand our brains? The second question is, what are the differences between humans and AI? This is my outline. My presentation is divided into 6 parts. First, the fourth industrial revolution. Second, 21st century education. Third, coexistence with AI. The fourth, use of AI and VR in education. And the fifth, singularity. And lastly, the conclusion. And as you know, we are living in the industry society 4.0. That's called the society 5.0, the super smart society. In other words, it's a data-driven society and the integration of cyberspace and physical space. So the economic development and social problems could be dealt with a computer algorithm. The computer algorithm is the key in the 21st century education. And I think you are familiar with the VUCA. We are now facing the first major transformation of the world, mankind, and history in 250 years, graduating from the modernization that began with the industrial and civil revolution. So we are living in a new era of creation coexisting with AI. And the 21st society, now we are facing the paradigm shift because of AI, metaverse, big data, and VUCA. The VUCA stand for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. We used to aim at the development or growth of a GDP. Or more or less, we are very materialistic. However, during the COVID-19, we have to rethink about the meaning of our life. So we now starting to aim at the new well-beings. And our lives are transformed and education is dramatically affected. So in this talk, I will touch upon how to create a successful transition into new ways of language education with the help of AI. So we are living, we are supposed to aim for a new society that is life and human rights centered instead of state and capital centered. Now move on to the 21st century skills and 7 C's plus coexistence with AI. And I think teacher's law seem to be changing. The teacher's law should be facilitator, curator, mentor for the 21st century education. And teachers are now expected to support the learning process by assigning the appropriate scope of learning to student instead of giving the lectures, creating questions and marking. I think you all agree that we should be the facilitator, curator, and mentor. And if you look at this slide, you're very much familiar with many applications like a Zoom LMS, Moodle, MP4, YouTube, SNS, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Link, and Slacks. And nowadays, we are very keen on using Bird, ChatGPT, and Bing. But overall, I think flipped learning should be more should be more emphasized. And now let me talk about the 21st century skills, 3 R's and 7 C's. I taught at the Waseda University, which is one of the best private universities in Japan. I've been teaching there for almost 12 years, but I have to retire at the age of 70. That's the retirement age at the private university, mainly. And I gave a sort of a questionnaire at the end of the course after they took a 30-week lesson, how much each student acquired these skills. On the right side, this is a percentage the student acquired, And the 7 C's are critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, innovation, collaboration, teamwork, and leadership. Those 3 are very important. Even the OECD report in 2023, they particularly emphasize these 3 skills. And the 4th skill is a cross-cultural understanding more or less related to worldviews, and communication and media literacy, computing, ITC literacy, career, learning, self-reliance. These are the 7 C's. At the same time, I added one more C's, 8 C's, coexistence with AI. And you are, these are the buzzwords you often hear: the big data, IoT, deep learning, learning analytics. Some famous scientist, the Kurzweil, predicts AI going to reach singularity by 2045. In 2013, in the Future of Employment, the professor of Oxford, Frey and Osborne, they predicted 47 present types of job would disappear. Those jobs turn out to be a sort of AI-related job. That's what's exactly happening. And Harari predict that the people will be divided into two camps. One camp is you will be completely using AI. The other camp is that you will be used by the person who is specialized in using AI. There are two camps. We have to really concerned about how to win. Okay. Now let me move on to the specific use of VL and AI in education. And this is my seminar class I taught at Aoyama Gakuin University in Shibuya, the center of Tokyo. And I gave them a VR and iPad and also Alexa and Google Home Mini. And they took lessons using these latest technologies. And the result, you see I used many kind of technologies to teach language and communication. However, before I introduced the VR or AI, the average mean score went up only less than 200 points. But after I added the treatment of using VR and AI, their mean score went up more than 215 points, And also they made progress even in speaking test. And this, paper was included in the SMART call. And I send you some articles. And if you, look at those articles, I think my talk will be explained more in detail. Okay. Another VR lesson is we carried out in 2021 at my former university, at Aoyama Gakuin University. And the 6 students took part in this project using Immerse platform, Quest 2. And I invited the 7 Campus Crusade members from the United States. They taught English lesson with VR. And the one lesson is about 45 minutes. And many topics are very covered. And they took a pre and post OPIC and the TOEIC test. And we gave a questionnaires. However, the students are sort of a voluntary base. So 20% dropped out in the middle of the course. And this is a sort of a virtual lesson slide. And these are the Quest 2. And this is a teacher from the United States. He stayed in Japan to do some mission work. And that's how the students are learning. You see, just like this. And the student could sign up for each teacher every week, and then they could choose their whenever they would like to join. And this is a sort of
virtual reality language learning platform connecting students with live English teachers in amazing virtual reality locations. Imagine walking on the Santa Monica Pier with your English teacher, hailing a cab together in Times Square, or practicing a business meeting in a Silicon Valley office. We ship you a virtual reality headset with our app pre-downloaded. Virtual.
And this is exactly what's happening, in the classroom. Just let you listen.
Okay. Maybe in part-time job or and the activity is important because communicating with many people is very important. So I want to do out of job in
this is instructor and these are the students, And the result, there isn't much difference between pre and post test as far as the speaking test is concerned. However, one student made much progress, in TOEIC from 625 to 805. And also he made much improvement in the speaking test. And the participant comments, the summary comment, Satake 2021, she was sort of a main principal investigator. We worked together. to carry out this project. And I quote, engaging in practical English conversation lessons using the avatar in various virtual reality scenarios was both enjoyable and beneficial, as it helped learners feel less nervous about speaking in English. So VR English lesson helped Japanese learners of English to reduce their foreign language anxiety in a short period of time. The key word is reduce their foreign language anxiety. They don't have to appear, the real face did not appear. That's why they are not afraid of making mistakes. That's one advantage of using VR. Okay, now let me move on to the keyword, the singularity. Do you believe in singularity? I think there's been a big debate of whether they believe in singularity or singularity will be coming or not. Sometimes some scholar said it's nonsense, but I do believe in singularity. So the difference between AI and humans, what makes us human? That's a very important topic we have to discuss. And according to the Ray Kurzweil, he's an expert in this field. In his book, The Singularity is Near, he discussed on singularity the point where AI technology surpasses human intelligence, blurring the boundaries between humans and machines, and overcoming biological limitations. Predictions include AI reaching human-level intelligence by 2029 and the arrival of singularity between the 2030s and 2040s, potentially by 2045. That's what the Kurzweil predicted. And so the AI technology is growing exponentially. The boundary between humans and machine is becoming ambiguous. By 2029, AI will perform equivalently to humans in intelligence tests. And so they predict that the arrival of this era from 2030 to 2040s, reaching singularity by 2045. So the significant impacts on aspects of society, economy, ethics, politics, etc. And as you know, the Masayoshi Son, he's the CEO of the SoftBank. He made some keynote speech in the SoftBank World 2023, October the 3rd. AGI, artificial general intelligence, will arrive within 10 years. That's what he's predicted. I also do believe in this, his prediction. And now I will talk about the AI and singularity plus worldviews. In spring 2019, I used to, a visiting scholar, I frequently went back to Oxford to get some advice from my mentor. And I attended a DCM conference, Developing a Christian Mind conference, and I participated in the natural science stream, evolution and Christian faith, plus artificial intelligence. And this is the sort of a dining hall at the New College in Oxford. And this is the keynote speaker, Professor Tarasenko, head of computer science department. And he is an expert in the development of control measures for jet fuel, also image diagnosis. And I asked, after he finished up his keynote speech, I asked him, and just like Kurzweil, he's predicting, AI will be reaching singularity. So I asked Professor Tarasenko, will AI develop a human-like intellect and reach singularity? His answer, I quote, God breathes into man to become human, so consider whether it is possible for AI to become human by having the breath of God blown into it. That was a very surprising answer, but because he's a sort of a creationist, And Genesis 2:7, Living Bible, I quote, then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and the man became a living person. So the point is, if we, whether the AI could be humans, by having the breath of God blown into it. That's a very important point he discussed, So everyone does have some certain worldview. Worldview is a compass of life. But AI does not have a physical body. AI lacks a worldview and values. Unlike humans who have bodies, five senses, and brain-body correlations, allowing for comprehensive judgment, including intuitive decision-making, AI lacks these physical attributes, not only having emotion-like qualities different from human emotions. And I asked the ChatGPT, what is your worldview? He answers, I don't have personal beliefs, options, emotions, or worldview in the same way a human would. I am programmed to generate human-like text based on the patterns. But if the AI will reach the singularity, I'm wondering whether the AI or ChatGPT could hold a sort of a worldviews like humans. That's a very important question we have to always keep in our mind. And now let me tell the difference between ChatGPT 3.5, it's free, and GPT 4. Just like here, look at. Consultants were able to do more tasks 25 faster for each week in GPT 4.0, and also with 40% higher quality in reduced time in GPT 4.0. So the GPT 4 does provide a sort of a latest information up to 2023 April. I think it's going to be more exploring. Here, also the ChatGPT 4 able to load Word, PDF, Excel files for analysis and summarization. Just if you upload here, then you could come up with a good analysis and summarization, okay? And sometimes I could use a DeepL or DeepL Lite to teach language and communication and Grammarly and the Killbot. If you teach a sort of a more complicated writing paragraphs, the Killbot is a really good software application. I highly recommend this. And also, when we think about the use of AI, the prompt engineering is very important. How to ask a question. For example, in writing a paper, always proofread this, significantly improving clarity and flow, or please format the following references in APA 7th edition style and things like that sort. So future prospect, learning, engineering prompt, that's a key. The foreign education will be greatly changed by AI or ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can replicate the use of language. AI ChatGPT enhances, expands, and develops human capabilities. And how we coexist with AI is of great importance. So it's important to further polish the parts where humans are superior, okay? And now introduce two ways of interacting with artificial intelligence. Whether you could be using AI in a passive way, just you copy and paste, that wouldn't be good, salary relax, but the brain degenerates, okay? You're going to damage your brain. On the other hand, if you actively use the AI could light up the brain or increase mental activities. For example, the AI excites the brain, like shogi. You're familiar with the shogi, like Mr. Fuji is the king of king in shogi. He always use AI to train his mind how to win. So training with AI in shogi is very good example. So the utilization of artificial intelligence stimulates neural activity and promotes cognitive engagement. So the AI to enhance one's brain function. The point is, how are we going to promote cognitive engagement with AI? And another important keyword is the collective intelligence. Intelligence could be born from encounters. If you look at these four main companies like Sony, Apple, Microsoft, Google, these two gentlemen, they established a company. Right? So it suggests that the interaction and meetings between the individuals or entities can lead to the emergence of new ideas, knowledge, or intelligence. Okay. And the multimodal function. Right now, we are just engaged. We could engage in multimodal English education. Okay. So I want you to look at these later on. I have only a few minutes left. So in conclusion, education for the 21st century, I would say, just we have to learn how to coexist with AI, particularly the emphasizing prompt engineering, so that we could light up our brain. And I think definitely the singularity will be coming sooner or later. So we have to really think about, what makes us humans And then what is a life purpose and worldviews? And so we have to change our shift to aim at the new well-beings. And Professor John Lennox, he's a professor of mathematics in Oxford. In his book, The Can Science Explain Everything, he always asking these three questions to the student. How do you see the invisible world or physical world, right? First question is, where do we come from? Second question is, what are we here for? The third question is, what is the meaning of our existence? I want you to keep these three questions in mind, even when the AI is more influencing our society. And I'd like to make some final comments. This is my university and my education motto, the Dominus Illuminatio Mea. It's an Oxford University emblem here. The Lord is my light. And also the fear of the Lord is a beginning of knowledge. That's taken from the Proverbs 1:7. And thank you for listening. And please contact me for more information. Blessing to you all. Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention. And then if you want to know more about the details, my presentation, you can look at my handouts. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Obari, for the wonderful presentation, sir. Okay, Dr. Obari, we just want to tell you, sir, that the Q&A session will be done after all keynote speakers have already presented to them.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
So, Dr. Obari, and ladies and gentlemen, now let's invite our second keynote speaker. I will do the same that before we invite her to her presentation. Firstly, let me read her curriculum project. Operator, could you please show on our screen? Okay, here we go. Our second keynote speaker is Dr. Maria Guadalupe MD Lau, Education, Doctor of Education, Major Education Management Institution, University of Mindanao, graduation date March 24. Master of Art and Education, Major Administration and Supervision Institution, University of Mindanao, graduation date October 2000. BSED, Major English Institution, University of Mindanao, Tagum College, March 1988. Work experience, position, Department Head, Department DTE Institution, University of Tagum College, period 2011-2018. Dean, Graduate School, UMTC 2006-2010. Coordinator, Graduate School, UMTC now. And then for the last one, College Professor, DTE, UMTC 2000 till now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our second keynote speaker. And then now let's invite her to start her presentation with title Education Management, Mobilizing Transformation in the 21st Century Through Technology. To Ma'am Maria, floor is yours. Thank you. Hello, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Magandang hapon from the Philippines. Guadalupe M. De Leon from Tagum College, Philippines. I will be talking about education management, mobilizing transformation in the 21st century through technology. So this is actually a challenge for all teachers and education management and also our future teachers. In the 21st century, through technology is a challenge for everyone. Education management is a key role in the Supports. We have planning, analyzing, directing, and controlling. So
Hello, ma'am. Hello, Sir James. Hello. Hello, Sir James. Sergio. Hello,
Can you-
Sir James.
Hello, Miss Ratna, can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah. What happened with her?
All right,
Ma'am.
I believe Dr. De Leon is having a hard time when it comes to her internet connection, but I'll
Connection.
go ahead and try to send her a message so that she'll be able to get back on track to her presentation.
Oh, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please wait for a while.
As of now, Miss Ratna, Dr. De Leon is already fixing her internet connection so that everything gets stable for her.
Okay, so what should I do then?
All right. And by the way, Ms. Ratna, so that we can go ahead and I guess it's important as well for us to inform all of our participants of our ground rules for ICET 2024. That is to, of course, that the participants could ask a question during the presentation session by typing the question on our Zoom chat box just to let them know. And of course, selected questions would be read by the moderator and would be answered by the keynote speaker on question and answer session that will be after all of the keynote speaker will be able to discuss all the presentations. And aside from that, Q&A session would be done after the presentation is finished, and it will be divided into, of course, 3 sessions. And for the information of everyone, the certificate will be given to the participants who have successfully accomplished and filled out the evaluation form at the end of the event, and that would be on January 10, 2024.
Okay. Thank you, Sergio.
And I believe, Ms. Ratna, that Dr. De Leon is already, her PowerPoint presentation is already up and running. Good afternoon, Ma'am De Leon.
Hello, ma'am. Magandang hapon, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am.
And Ms. Ratna, by the way, while we are still waiting for Miss...
hello, good afternoon
I
again.
see.
Okay,
There
good
you go.
afternoon, ma'am. Okay.
Good
Let's
afternoon,
listen.
Ma'am De Leon.
Here, so I'm going to continue with my talk on education management, mobilizing transformation in the 21st century through technology.
Welcome back, Ma'am De Leon. Go ahead, ma'am, please. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon again. So, education management plays a key role in molding the future of individuals and society. Education management involves planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So when we talk about education management, these 4 elements are very crucial, especially when we talk about technology integration. Planning provides actually a roadmap for achieving goals, enables efficient resource utilization, and allows for proactive management of challenges and opportunities. That is why planning is a very crucial step in implementing any program of the different institutions. The next is organizing. This refers to creating a structure, defining roles, coordinating efforts, allocating resources, and integrating technology to achieve educational goals. The next step is directing. the process of guiding, motivating, and leading individuals. And the last element here is controlling resources. This encompasses financial management, human resources, facilities, technology, time, and other various important elements. Also, management involves multifaceted, significant activities and responsibilities. Okay, like curriculum development, faculty management, student affairs, financial planning, and integration of technology. And these are very important in ensuring the effective and efficient operation of educational institutions. Educational management involves the efficient and effective administration of educational institutions to achieve organizational goals and foster optimal learning environment. However, educational management or education management faces range of challenges, especially when we talk about mobilized transformation in the 21st century through technology. Number one is the budget constraints, because when we talk about integration of technology, it always involves budget by the management. And the next is rapidly evolving technology. Although there are a lot of advantages, in the utilization of technology, but there are also some disadvantages or problems we encounter when we implement technology integration. Why? It is because technology can become obsolete quickly. What is new today may be old tomorrow. And in addition, rapidly evolving technology can lead to skill gaps. We have also unemployment and need for continuous training. And the last is inequality and disparities, then security concerns, for example, data privacy and environmental production of gadgets and others can actually or may also harm our environment. Another concern is imperative for inclusivity. Inclusivity in education is an ongoing commitment to creating an environment where students should feel that they are valued, they are respected, and supported in his learning journey. So by implementing strategies that promote inclusivity, educational institutions should contribute to positive academic and social outcomes for all students. According to many scholars, like Michael Fullian in his work, Leading in a Culture of Change, emphasized the importance of adaptive leadership to address these challenges, advocating for transformative approaches that build resilience and innovation within educational organizations. So another actually is changing graphics. Results to diversity in student, and this also to language barriers, then cultural and varied learning styles. In the century, the transformation of education is propelled by technology, offering unparalleled opportunities to enrich learning experiences and promote education. Technology integration is considered today as a force in giving quality education to our students. And educational technology presents unprecedented opportunities to enhance learning experiences and foster educational inclusivity. The integration, ladies and gentlemen, of technology in education is not a mere trend, but today it's already a necessity for equipping students for the intricacies of the modern world. Education management confined to administrative tasks has evolved into a dynamic force that catalyzes positive change and innovation. So this is again a challenge for everyone. Number one, technology integration addresses gaps and increases access. So it refers to democratizing access to quality education. So with the use or with the integration of technology today, many students are given the opportunity to have access to quality education. Then another is strengthening administrative efficiency. It refers to streamlining administrative processes within educational institutions. Today, what we call digital communication and we have electronic document management. We have already data and reporting and registration and systems as already here in Tagum, and we have already human resource information systems. The next is facilitating personalized learning experiences. This refers to fostering a more and effective education experience. Students now again have their first to different platforms, and that is for their personalized learning experiences. Number 4 is equipping students for the digital era, preparing students for the demands of the digital age. So this is another challenge, ladies and gentlemen, for education management, or another challenge for institutions, because today we need to prepare our students for the demands of the digital age. We need to train our students and our faculty to address these needs. Number 5 is fostering real-time collaboration and communication. So this refers to requiring skills that go beyond traditional academic knowledge, and promoting inclusivity refers to ensuring equal access to educational resources. So everybody today should be given equal access to educational resources. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share to you that mobilizing transformation in the 21st century is really important for the administration, and I know that this is already given emphasis by the different institutions like what does. And we have a while ago, it was discussed about artificial intelligence. So we need enough planning for this. We need to have enough resources for this. We have to, of course, prepare our students and our faculty for this challenge. And our goal, the goal of educational management is always the quality education of our students. Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you.
Good afternoon,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Maraming salamat po for the
Okay,
presentation.
maraming salamat. Maraming salamat.
Okay, ma'am, now as in the Q&A session will be done after all keynote speaker have already presented the presentation. So now let's move to the next. Hello, Prof. Arut. Hello, ma'am. Hello, Prof.
Hello, good afternoon, Ratna. Can you
Okay,
hear me
good
well?
afternoon. Okay, Prof, before before I invite you to start your presentation, first here, let me take your time, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our keynote speaker first. Okay, her name is Prof. Ruth Ann Garcia Santos. He's an accomplished professional, holds a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and a Master of Science in Information Technology from the New ICET University of Science and Technology in the Philippines. Currently, in the final semester, a doctor of education program with a major in industrial technological education is on the verge of completing her academic training. Embarking on her teaching career in 2007 at the College of Information and Communications Technology. She received the honor of teaching in the grade school in 2017. Notably, she served as a former program head for the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with a specialization in database. Additionally, she assumed the role of the head of the University Learning and Development Innovation Center. The consequence of the university, she has contributed as an independent contract instructor at Outsourcing Solutions Incorporated. And globally, as she imparted knowledge to students from all over the world at Victoria University in Idaho, United States of America, teaching matriculation subject. Recently, Prof. Santos, training coordinator in the College of Information and Communication Technology at the ICET University of Science and Technology. And the last one, her wealth of experience commitment to education and professional growth underscore her significant contribution to the academic community. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our speaker. So now we're going to listen to time. Let's invite her to embark our presentation with the title Empowering 21st Century Literacy. Floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you for the gracious introduction. Before I proceed to my presentation, thank you, Ms. Ratna. Can you know, Sir Zia, am I audible and clear in your end?
Yeah.
Yes. So to all, am I audible and my screen is visible, sir?
But I believe, hello, Professor Ruth Ann.
Because on my end, it's not clear. The presentation of Ms. Ratna is through the audio. So I'm just making sure that I'm audible to you. Am I?
It seems like our voices are coming in and out. Something to do maybe with the internet connectivity. It's kind of delayed here on our end here in Mindanao, but I'm not sure if we're experiencing the same thing in Indonesia and other countries as well.
Okay, for now, I'm gonna turn off my camera and let's see if this changed the audio quality. How about now, sir? Is it audible?
It's better, Professor.
It's better. Okay. So let me know if I have difficulties in audio and also my presentation. Thank you, Sir Gio and Ratna. So everyone, salamat siang and maayong hapon sa imo tanan. Good afternoon, everyone. Bisa ka kamu memberi saya reaksi hati? Or can you give me also a heart react if you can hear me? I'm truly delighted and honored to be in this presence conference. It is, of course, privilege for me to share insight again from my experience in the realm of education and technology. Because this topic, I personally witnessed how it evolves over the past years. So my presentation for this afternoon, the outline will be the 21st century learners, technology literacy, and the challenges in integrating technology, as well as the trends of educational technology. And then at the last part of my presentation, I am going to showcase how the university adopted or integrated technology in our educational system. Okay, so industrial revolution describe the historical transformation of tradition into modern societies. And Dr. Muragi a while ago discussed this, that from 1.0 to the advanced technology as industry 4.0, such as cyber physical system and the Internet of Things and interconnected network, it becomes evident that change is only inevitable but integral part of development and progression. So we have today a society like what Dr. Haryoki mentioned, the Society 5.0, and we are all participating in the society's development today. Now, my question is, why do you think dear students, dear professionals, fellow academician, why do you think what will happen if we do not adapt to change or changes? The famous Charles Sterling explained that it is not the strongest of the species that survives or the most intelligent that survive, but it is the one that most adaptable to change. So for the society and us to survive, we need to be adaptable for whatever change the world has. And of course, part of the change are the students today, and we call them the 21st century learners. So who are these students and why they're different than the student long ago or our time? Students who are participatory learners who use information technology to accomplish specific tasks such as e-learning and learning management. You know, many students today heavily rely on technology for various aspects of their life. Actually, not only student, but almost all of us are heavily reliant on technology, from paying our bills, from buying stuff that we needed over the internet. So these are the characteristic of the 21st century learners. They are a communicator, a problem solver, critical thinker, globally aware, collaborator, and of course, they are information and media literate. And if we have 21st century students or learners, definitely we need 21st century educator as well. So according to George Corus, these are the characteristics of the 21st century educators. To be 21st century educator, we must, of course, embody a comprehensive range of skills and quality. Change is not only exclusive to the students. As educator, we must also undergo information to impact knowledge effectively. We must embrace this change ourselves first. So if we have 21st century learners and 21st century teachers or educators, what does the student needs to stay competitive after they graduate in the changing job market? So according to applied educational systems, student can or graduates can stay competitive with these three skills. We have the learning skills, you have the literacy skills, and you have the life skills. And today's discussion will be focusing on the literacy skills. So we have in the literacy skills, you have the information literacy, you have the media and technology literacy. So let's talk about how important to understand that technology is must for learning in the 21st century, and why ICT literacy is important today. So the ability to effectively use information and communication technology, or the ICT, is becoming increasingly important in people's everyday life to successfully solve everyday tasks and problems. And take note of what Peng said in 2020. Thus, ICT literacy is a key or meta competence necessary for successful participation in society. So in order for us to participate in society, not only students are obligated or mandated to be ICT literate, but every one of us. According to Asian Development Bank and LinkedIn, employer survey required 8 of the last 10 candidates hired in the past year to possess at least basic digital literacy and skills, and 4 of the last 10 hires to have advanced digital skills. In other words, dear participants, digital skills are increasing in demand in Asia and the Pacific with 75%. So that is according to Asian Development Bank and LinkedIn. And also, it is worth noticing that there is a rapid increasing demand of technical skills in Asia. In its 2023 Global Services Location Index, or the GSLI, Global Management Consultancy reported that Asian countries have become the leading destination for companies looking to offshore their services. So it's not just because we are decidedly lower. I'd like to turn on my camera. I hope it's okay now. Even if I turn on my camera, please let me know. Is it okay, Sir Zio? Am I still audible with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I can still hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. Not just because the salary here in the Philippines is cheaper. I do not agree with that on the reason, but also because Asia already catch up with the rest of the world in terms of technical expertise. So it's called offshoring in Asia, the importance of technology literacy. Okay, so what else? So according to information literacy competency standards for higher education, when we say information literacy, it is the set of the abilities requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed, and the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. Most of the time, students and even all of us are being overwhelmed in finding information that we needed. And at the end of the day, we realize that the information we have is not important or not essential to the content or context of our project. So according to the statistics in the screen, you can see the very reason why the internet user use internet is because of finding information. 61% use internet to find information. That is ages from 16 to 64. Now I'd like to share or remind everyone about the importance of reliable information and what are the criteria to say that the information is reliable. First, of course, the authority. Who is the author, who published, what are their credentials? And then second, the accuracy. We must, of course, compare the work of that information to other author or published information, and the date as well as the purpose of that information. We you must also remember to take a look at the coverage of the information. Is the information we're getting is relevant to the project we're working with? And does it meet the needs? And of course, the currency is your topic constantly evolving. So make sure that you have the recent information you needed. Also, all of us mostly familiar with the evaluating website. When we search in the internet, of course, we go to the URL. And this URL actually tells a lot about the website, who is the creator, the audience, the purpose, and sometimes even the country of origin. So we have the HTTPS protocol, you have the subdomain, for example, and the screen, you have the level domain, the directory file, and the second level domain. We have to look on the top level domain. For example, we get information to .com. So usually, user should be aware that content may be influenced by commercial interest. And if we have that edu, we get it from that edu site. Educational sites are generally considered reliable sources for information. If we have that blog, of course, that is considered reliable because it's an official and authoritative information from the government. And .org, while many of nonprofit sites are reputable, users should also consider in critically evaluating the content. And of course, .net, due to the broad use of net, users should exercise caution and evaluate the credibility of the information you're getting, especially with .net. Okay, so I also included the fact-checking website. I always do this to check the credibility or the correctness of the information that I am using on my study or my project. So here in the Philippines, there are a lot. We have the backrockers, fact-check.org. That first, I hope this will not lag me, but okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm going to send this presentation so that our participant can check this website. There also have the recent information of validity, if it's correct, if it's just false information. So this is very useful for every one of us. So aside from information literacy, I'd like also to share the effectiveness of integrating technology in teaching and learning process, particularly in the classroom setting. So why is it important to include technology in the classroom? When I spoke the other month in one of the university, I challenged the faculty members not only to prepare, but also to incorporate what technology they are going to use in their syllabus construction. So if they have a topic, they will also include what technology they're going to use. And the very reason because of this is that because it will keep the student engaged, because they are, as I have mentioned, these students are very dedicated, and it increases the collaboration and communication. Those who do not usually speak, if they have technology, they will participate excitedly. And also, if you have a student with different learning style, you can adapt the style of the student according to the needs and his style. And of course, the curiosity driven by engaging content. If you have good content on your technology, it will encourage the student to participate in the studied topic. And of course, lastly, it will help the parent help the student with life skills, the skills that also they needed in order for them to get to work in the future. So now let me also share some of the trends that already mentioned by the first speaker and technology. So we have the e-learning, and it will never stop. Even there's no more COVID, the learning management system, all the assisted tools that we're using in teaching will still be needed. We have the digital assisted learning. We have the virtual reality. Big data will get bigger and bigger. In fact, I have dinner last night with my former colleague, and it was so fascinating. He's working in a big company in Yes, and you have mentioned how technology, how the data is changing and participating in the success or in the progression of a company. And also we have the AI or the artificial intelligence and data science, gamification, the use of games, and integrating technology in the classroom setting. And you also have immersive learning with VR and augmented reality. And we still have the social media in learning. Now, the challenges living in the developing countries like us. There are challenges also mentioned a while ago by Dr. the second speaker. The challenges are, of course, resistance to change. There are people that are afraid to change. They resist to change and they don't want to adopt this technology. But of course, as educator, we have to be part of the growth and progression, and we have to help them or convince them that technology is very beneficial in their education. Excuse me. Internet connectivity issue, just like what we had a while ago. So inconsistent or limited internet access, especially in remote areas. I remember there were times I have a research study that we have one national high school struggling in learning mathematics. What we did is, because there's no internet connection in their campus or in their school, we created an application that will run with the use of the internet. And the result of that integration truly is amazing. It's increased the level of understanding of the student with the topic and also with their grade. And also with their grades. And of course, we have the digital literacy gaps, the socioeconomic inequalities, and of course, the cost. It's always the budget funding for that technology. Our solution, what we did in NUST, Novisia University of Science and Technology, students who are participants who will have their capstone. Sometimes you thought that the only problem that you put into solution is the big problem. So when you're working with your capstone, I want you to think of the small problems that you have in your school, in your community. Because if you can look for solution, technological solution to small problems, it will make difference in your school, in your community. So this is what we did. First project that we had is, it's just as simple. It's a virtual tour. And the amazing thing about this project is we finished this a month before pandemic, and these are a project of a student. And we never know that after a month, there will be a pandemic, the university will be closed. So what is the end of this? We created a study and asked the student what will be the impact of CBD or the campus virtual. Do you know what? It increased students' retention because campus familiarity reduces anxiety and enhance sense of belongingness, which contribute to student retention to the university. And then, of course, it engaging and interactive, this diverse learning style and preference. And of course, it demonstrates our commitment for leveraging innovative tools for the benefit of the student learning. So the other one that we created, this was a project by colleague and his students. So instead of buying or purchasing application for quiz or examination, they developed their own. And what makes Squeezy app even more remarkable is its ingenious connectivity, because they can use this application even without the internet. So what is the impact of this? Of course, they have immediate impact. If they have immediate feedback, rather, it often provides, it allows students to identify and address gaps in the understanding promptly. And this can contribute to a more active learning process. And then adaptive learning, of course, this personalized approach can help address individual learning needs and promote mastery of the material. Engagement and interactivity. This features such multimedia content, interactive question, and adapted assessment can make the learning experience more dynamic. And it was proven, of course, the data analytics for us, for the teachers, educators can utilize data analytics from online quizzes to identify area, collective struggles, or success among students. And because of this, you can create intervention and activities for them. So the last part of my presentation, I just showed the slide. Where speaker I will flash on the screen some of the application that you can use freely. These are my favorite, the Duolingo. If you wanted to learn other language, my family and I are learning now Chinese and Spanish sometimes. This is very useful and it's for free. You have the robot, you have the Capima and ChatGPT. And if you want to experience virtual reality, there is a available application from Google. So it is that the resources are just there. All you have to do is to find. So I'm gonna share the link of the video that I am creating. This is a tour of our university, and you can see how because of the initiative that we make in creating our own self-technology, the provision higher education and our administration find ways on how to fund our highly equipped technology now. So I think it's time. I'd like to end this, everyone, by telling you, especially the student, that we are changing the world today with technology. So, very kasi, daghang salamat. Thank you, to God be the glory. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, maraming salamat, Prof. First, for sharing knowledge to us. Okay, Prof. Now we are going to invite our next keynote speaker, but we would like to check our internet connection first. Hello, everyone. Sergio, is my voice clear, sir?
Yes, Miss Ratna. Can you hear me better as well,
Okay.
Miss Ratna, this time?
I'm sorry, Sir James, I couldn't hear your voice clearly.
How about this one, Miss Ratna? Can you hear me?
Let
Hello?
me check my devices first.
How about
Wait,
is my
everyone.
we're not sure if there's something to do with, we're not sure what's happening, but hopefully everything gets fixed and it's well right now, because I know some of the topics of our keynote speakers are very much comprehensive and would like to listen to all of the discussion.
Okay. But at least you can hear my voice clearly now, right?
Yes, Miss Ratna.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now since our time is very limited, so now let's invite our first speaker to deliver his presentation. But firstly, let me introduce him first. For the fourth keynote speaker today, his name is Dr. Henki. His current occupation, Dean Faculty of Teacher Training and Education in Islamic University of Kalimantan Muhammad Arsyad Al Banjari Banjarmasin, Indonesia, 2023 till now. Head of Collaboration Bureau, Islamic University of Kalimantan Muhammad Arsyad Al Banjari Banjarmasin, Indonesia, 2021-2023. Head of International Office, UNISCA, Indonesia, 2017 to 2021. Head of Language Center, UNISCA, Indonesia, 2018-2021. Education, Doctoral in Education, Department of English Education, State University of Makassar. The degree was awarded on 22 December 2016. Master in Education, Department of English Education, State University of Makassar, Indonesia. The degree was awarded on 30 September 2002. Bachelor of English Literature, Department of English Literature, Muslim University of Indonesia, and the degree was awarded on 14 April 1997. Publication and paper, journal and predict at the last 10 years, the impact of soliloquy approaches on digital EF speaking skill instruction as the first author in the Journal of English Education and Teaching. And the second publication, a more political perspective on formation, a contrast analysis of fixes of English, Indonesia and Banjar Bakula language of South Borneo, first order, and International Journal of Linguistic Studies. And then for the third, The use of communicative language teaching approach through English Village for improving transactional function of speaking, first order, and for the last, the effectiveness of cooperative learning strategy through English Village for teaching speaking skill. And then for the oral presentation, the effectiveness of the immersion model to improve communicative competence of students majoring in English. He was presenting in two-day online international conference at Chris College, Irinjaya, Kerala, India. And then the second is developing an Android-based English teaching material for civil engineering and higher education in Banjarmasin, Indonesia. He was presenting on online international expert sharing arranged by University of Muhammadiyah Sidenreng Rapang, Indonesia in 2020. Maximize learning with digital app to improve soliloquy performance on speaking skill for college students. He was presenting the first virtual international conference arranged by State Islamic Institute of Tulung Agung 7 August 2020. And the last one, he also has already presented his paper with the title Strengthen Student Self-Regulation in the Immersion Model to Learn Speaking at the first online international conference on learning improvement arranged by University of Lambung Mangkurat, Indonesia, September 2020. And then for the book, he has already published two books here, English for Civil Engineering and English for Economics. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all about Dr. Henki, and then over economics in the time, let's invite him to start his presentation with the title, Impact of Modern Technology and Education. To Dr. Henki, first, it's your thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for the moderator and also Master of Ceremony that has given me a nice opportunity to present my paper related to fostering education through technology. This is the international conference conducted by collaborations between Islamic University of Kalimantan Muhammad Arsad Al-Banjari Banjarmasin and Tagung College, Philippines. There, the official of Tagung College University, and also the president and vice president of Tagung College University, Chiang Rai Rajaba University, and also News University. That really active in this in the Zoom applications. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that the topic or the title of my paper for this afternoon, that's the impact of modern technology on education. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of my presentations for today, that's come to the introductions of modern technology, what's education, type of modern technology used in education, impact, advantages, digital education, disadvantages, and conclusions, and what is a biography or references of this paper. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that let's come to the ground. That when we come to, I mean here that we would like to remember several years ago that really technology, let's say that computers in education around 1970. When we would like to compare the computer for right now, of course, is quite different. So it means that the progressing, the development of technology for right now is a really excellent. It means that the sophisticated technology is quite for human being. It's also the people in education. And also 1980, there's a personal computers. 1990, internet and World Wide Web. Yeah, also we remember that. Interactive whiteboard and multimedia in 2000. And also e-learning and learning management system. Well, mobile device and applications in around 20 and 10. Virtual augmented reality about in 2017. So digital learning and online education as a pandemic really is prouded to use in school or in any other university. Okay, this is that's the background of my paper. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that when we come to how technology really make what is modern technology. So we enjoy right now how the progressing of modern technology right now really sophisticated and really enjoyed by all the people. So when we talk about Asian country, Indonesia especially, modern technology related to the use in education, not only in big city, not only in province, but also in regency and rural area can be joined or can be found by society. So it means that modern technology related to education really make many people really satisfied. But even when we talk about what is the impact of technology, also based on the research we can find it, just a view that we can find related to the negative or disadvantages of the technology. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so when we talk about education, that we know well that education that is a systematic process of acquiring knowledge, skill, values, and achievement. So, good confidence, a good performance of someone, so it means that they have got a good learning. They have already gotten a good learning or good training. So, performance and confidence that helping by someone so means that they have do a lot of processing in a long time. So when we talk about the concept of so when we talk what is education and the concept and descriptions of educations, so of course that is learning again, that's learning and also training. So when we talk about learning, as I say just now, that that's acquisitions of knowledge, skill, of attitude to experience, study of teaching, training development, and education actually all involve learning. So educations, of course, involve learning. So learning is quite important, I think. Okay. And also, how about training? Yeah, concept of descriptions and education competence and training. So training is about teaching immediately applicable knowledge, skill, and attitude. Also attitude, special for Asian country, attitude also can be really focused. To be used in specific job, of course. I mean the skill and attitude to be used in a job, a daily and also activity. Training may focus on delivering better performance in the current better performance. That's the training. So how about development? The concept of development. Development is aimed at the long term. It revolves around the broadening, deepening, and knowledge that first within one's personals. This is a development goals. Yeah, development goals and the future goals of the organizations or associations. When we talk about educations that I say just now, and the more perfect, that more formal way, so to broaden one's knowledge, I mean here educations are often non-specific and applicable for a long time, and especially really fun when a person has experience in certain area. Education means that we can find in formal conditions and also non-formal. Okay, let's come to the next. well, everybody, types of modern technology used in education here. Previous what these speakers just now talk a lot about the modern technology used in education. But really, what is we enjoying it, and we also really feel right now how smartphone, a tablet, and what is an interactive whiteboard also we can find. The type of modern technology used in education, so like computers, laptop, and internet, of course, needs much. So this is a make the education can run well anytime and anywhere. Okay, so let's come to the impact. So as my title, the impact of modern technology, and also what is in education. So impact of modern technology, or positive impact that we can build the efficient administrations. I mean the global access, personalized learning, enhanced collaborations, and richer multimedia. So efficient administrations. So it means that by using the technology, we can view the impact of the technology. Okay. Let's come the advantages of technology that really can say that flexibility. So the technology enable anytime and anywhere learning, increasing flexibility. Engagement, that interactive and multimedia content increase student engagement. So provide access. I mean the accessibility provide access to variety of educational resources for all students. So distractions and initial costs, that we know that digital devices can cause distractions affecting concentrations. Implementing technology in education requires actually large initial investment, but the people that understand about the educations, that investment, the money that invest for technology, that is a asset for him or for herself, and also for a group of the family. Okay. Next, that I would like to say here, related to digital education. So okay, digital educations that occurs, the conditions for right now in Asian countries, especially in Indonesia, that digital educations can run well. What is we try from the e-learning courses, an augmented and virtual reality, interactive multimedia content, and also virtual classroom digital online learning performance. A virtual classroom digital right now that we can find from one class to other class. So it can actually can make easy for the teacher and also the lecturer for what is for giving information to the students. But virtual classroom digital also can be analyzed about the functions of the impact when only focus for the virtual classroom, when the teachers give the knowledge to the students. Okay. Well, everybody, this is the example of active learning. The people, by using the technology, they can be active in learning, in also in having knowledge skill and any other side that can useful for their life. Okay. And this is one example that we have already conducted on virtual educations that when what is in Indonesia special in Seoul, Kalimantan, it's quite difficult for the teachers and also for the students come to the campus, come to the school. So we try to use the what is the Zoom applications by doing like a virtual English camp. That we know that came people coming. I mean, here long time ago, here learning we have already understood, but just a few teachers would like to implement it about this one. But when come to the pandemic COVID-19, all of us, all the people, all the teachers, especially forced to do about the learning or online learning. So we are in Islamic University of Kalimantan. Muhammad Arshad Al-Banjari and here Masih have already done like a virtual English camp. So by the sophisticated of the Zoom applications can be break out from one from I mean here too many rooms. So it means that it's the same with the offline activity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so when we talk about disadvantages of what is modern technology, just so that we can get what on the people. Still the same that digital divide, so it means that socioeconomic disparities can limit access to technology. Not all the people can access the technology because maybe it's quite expensive. Also, maybe are really far from the central of technology. That is the what is the impact of the technology. So just part of people can join it. No, all the people can join it actually. Dependencies. So it means that I mean here what is excessive reliance on technology can hinder critical thinking and creativity. So security concerns that privacy concerns that business and cyber threats pose risk, and also digital devices initial costs that I explained just so that cause distractions, effective concentrations, implementing technology instance requires a large initial investment. Okay. That is that we can find related to the impact of technology. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that also I would like to share based on the article research that I have already Googling, I found on the article that even many articles talk about the impact of technology, but most of the technologies they talk about the positive impact, the positive impact of the technology. Even just a few people that can find. Let's say that males reported higher level of participations in internal based on communication activities than females. Okay, so females reported higher level of strategy used when learning from conventional printed texts that males. That is written by Breton and Strauss, 2006. Yeah. But right now, by the progression of the technology, maybe couldn't be found something. Yes. Okay. And also the next student who took more online courses were more likely to engage the quantitative reasoning. However, they are less likely to engage the collaborative learning, student-teacher interactions, and multi-party discussions compared with the course of the traditional classroom. Because this research, what is done 2018, so maybe for right now is quite different, of course. And also, there is also that among the most common disadvantages, like the use of technology in education, are privacy problem, discerning reliable and relevant information, the time required for the preparations of education material. I can say, but Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this depend on lecturers and also the teachers. Okay. So the conclusions that I can take from this my presentations that I would like to say that the integrations of modern technology in education has changed the traditional learning paradigm. While its impact cannot be denied, a balanced approach while harms its benefit without ignoring its potential downsides. Leveraging technology with careful considerations can pave the way to more inclusive, engaging the efficient educational landscape. So not suitable for all types of learning despite. So go back. So it's important to remember that virtual teaching and learning provide many benefits, especially in terms of global accessibility and use of technology, hence the learning experience. The strategy is to find a balance between virtual learning and in-person experience to maximize the benefit for the student. Okay, well, I think that's my presentations to the impact of virtual, what is I mean, modern technology in educations that are right now in making effective about the offline, I mean the modern technology, blended learning, of course, need to also to to uh, to implement in institutions. Okay, that's all. Thank you for your kind attentions. I say good afternoon and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir, and good afternoon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, the first one I would like to say thank you, Dr. Henki, for the great presentation. I really appreciate it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I invite our fifth speaker, let me greet him first. Hello, good afternoon, Dr. Nat Pont from Chiang Rai Rajabat University, Thailand, sir. Hello, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, so now it's your turn. But before I invite you to embark your presentation, firstly, let me introduce you first, sir. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, our fifth keynote speaker, his name is Dr. Nathapon Santi. He earned education in BEd, English from Chiang Rai Rajabat University, MA and PhD in English as an international language from Chulalongkorn University. His working experience and expertise are within two main areas: language proficiency development and internationalization competency development. He is English lecturer at Western Language Program, Faculty of Humanities, Chiang Rai Rajabat University, Thailand. He also served as Assistant President for International Affairs of Chiang Rai Rajabat University. His research interests lie in the areas of language teaching and technology, discourse analysis, and internationalization strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's invite him to embark his presentation to Dr. Nathapon. All stages are yours. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Ratna, for very informative introduction about my biodata. So first of all, I would like to say Salamat, good afternoon, and Sawadee Krab, Rector UNISCA, Vice President UMTC, Dr. Henki and Dr. Ratna for your kind invitation for me to become the keynote speaker for the International Conference on Education and Technology, or ICET 2024, under the theme of fostering education through technology. So please allow me to say hi to also speakers from Iraq, from the Philippines, from Indonesia, friends from ASEAN countries, students, ladies and gentlemen, and also Zoom participants, more than 950 Zoom onliners right now. Now, let me share my screen, okay, for my presentation. And I'm going to do the slideshow from now. Hold on a second. Okay, I hope that my slides is working. We need to be prepared a little bit, okay, for the technology, because we sometimes we really cannot control the technology much, because it's sometimes with the, let's say, the technology difficulty, it's too difficult to manage. All right, so this is my first slide, and according to Dr. Ratna, I have about 25 minutes for my presentation, so I'm start my timer from this slide. So the topic of my presentation is digital innovation for classroom practice, a case study of Chiang Rai Ratchapat University. And once again, my name is Natapon Santi. I'm the assistant to the president for international affairs of Chiang Rai Ratchapat University, or CRIU, located in the northernmost of Thailand. This is the picture that I took very recently, just before the end of last year, 2023. Where in which I took 106 students to site survey and community visit for my course this semester, for semester 2 academic year 2023. I'm now going to talk about this classroom practice and the integration of the digital innovation. So, as you may know, I come from Chiang Rai, and Chiang Rai is the gateway to GMS countries. And this picture is the picture of CRIU and a very beautiful pond via the drone picture. So Chiang Rai is located at the northernmost spot of Thailand Kingdom, and we connect Myanmar to the west and northwest, and also Laos to the east, and we can connect to southern part of China via this what we call the triangulation route, the R3A and the R3B, via land transportation. So making this, CRIU therefore has to serve as the university for sustainable local community development. Why is so? Because we work closely with the community in Chiang Rai province. And to this question, how are we going to, as I come from the faculty who produce the language graduates, how are we going to become successful in meeting the mission and vision of the university in becoming the university for sustainable local community development by means of language, knowledge, and competencies. So in this case, I would like to propose the TRIP model for the classroom practice in serving the university mission for the university for sustainable local community development in the realm of digital transformation at the digital era. So this TRIP model, the TRIP stands for TRIIP model for my course, because this semester 2 academic year 2023, I teach creative translation course. So I conceptualize this TRIP model for my instructional platform, and I would like to share with you about my instructional platform and hybridize with the digital transformation. Let me explain a little bit What do I mean by the TRIIP, the TRIP model? So the first T stands for translation theories. The R stands for research methodology. The first I stands for integration by means of community engagement. And the second I stands for innovation for digital platforms. And the last P stands for publication for the community exhibition. So I'm trying to conceptualize and integrate all these kind of concepts together into one course. And I would like to share with you now, and you can let me know whether from your perspective, it works or doesn't work. So this TRIP model has been conceptualized by me, and then I work with students and also with the local community in Chiang Rai province by means of using the language. So as you can see from the previous slides, so I try to deliver on these concepts, translation theories, research methodologies by mixed methods, and the integration of university to community through the concept of social capital theory. And I also input the students for the innovation in terms of digital platforms and the publication by community exhibition. We will see this through together. As the wise man said, okay, one picture can tell 1,000 words. So these are the very recent picture this semester that I work with students and also the local communities where in which I brought the student to visit for data collection. So this is the timeline for my creative translation course this semester. So I started from October 2023, just last year. And we are now going, okay, up and down, okay, along this TRIP model for translation, for creative translation journey from step 1, phase 1 already done, phase 2, the site visit and data collection done. Now we are on the phase number 3. The students are working on translation and producing the digital innovation. And then we are going to do step number 4 in February 2024 for the final presentation, and also the end of the semester in Feb 2024, we are going to hand over the innovations to the community. What did I do and what I'm going to do, I would like to share with you now. Okay. So this semester, I selected the Pa Som Sang community. The Pa Som Sang community is as the words tells you on the screen, where in which you can read by yourself about the information from about this specific community in order to save time. So this community is about 1 hour from CRIU. So I brought the students into the university bus, and then we commuted from the university for site visit and data collection. So what do I do? Why did I select this as a specific community? As you can see the tree on this slide, this community has some kind of specialty. That is this ancient forest. It has been said it is a very remarkable and very clear identity of this community, where in which has this special type of forest. Okay, and it is a very old kind of tree, more than 300 years old. And in other area, it doesn't have this kind of tree. It has only this specific community only. So I try to link the classroom to the community, okay, by means of serving the university mission, okay, for the university for sustainable community development. Okay, and then I work closely with the students and community in trying to achieve this particular purpose. As you can see from the screen, I work closely with the students in the classroom, and then I also work closely with the community, bringing the students to the community and have them authentic exposure to the real data. So I first achieved the purpose of introducing the translation theories to the students in the classroom. So I accommodate the students three types of translation theories. As you can see from the screen, that theory number one is translation methods. Theory number two is translation strategies. And theory number three is creative translation, okay, for the first T. Next thing, I try to accommodate the students to do the research-based learning approach by asking them to do the investigation and analysis of quantitative data from the translation text by means of using the translation theories for methods, strategies, and creativity in translation. So the students are trying to understand these linguistic theories in order to do the linguistic analysis for the quantitative research methodologies, and then do the qualitative analysis by means of the description of the data. So the students have done a very good job on this at the classroom level, okay? But then it is not enough for this, because it's just only the kind of very old-fashioned or the very conventional styles of linguistic classroom. So in this digital era, I just would like to equip the students more than just the old-fashioned of linguistic analysis. So I just have to add more things for the students in terms of digital transformation. So I selected to introduce ChatGPT to the students, so that the students can equip with new kind of methodologies and ideas about using the modern technology for their own learning. Because the ChatGPT is now ubiquitous and very easy to access via online platforms, and it is very quick and very efficient in terms of doing the translation. But I just would like to add more competencies to the students, that with this quick and at-hand technologies, they need to think more than what the technology can do by using the decoding decoding platform. So I asked the students to analyze their own translations by using two approach, that is the syntactic level and the semantic level, in which the ChatGPT can do this very well. Okay, for example, at the syntactic level, the ChatGPT is equipped with all the variety of syntactic strategies in which the students may not even yet equipped with this kind of syntactic strategies, but the students can learn, okay, from using this technology also in terms of semantic for the word choice and the verb choice, okay, the synonym strategies, and even the lexical bundle, okay, multiple word noun phrase, and so on. The students will never know, okay, but after they have used the ChatGPT, they will have to be able to explain, okay, by doing the linguistic analysis of their own translation work. Okay, so I believe that the new technology is very efficient, not for just only the students, but also for the teacher as well. For that, the teachers can also use the ChatGPT to unlearn themselves for the linguistic awareness. And they have to think that even the teacher themselves, how are they going to be more competent and surpassing the ability of ChatGPT? So this is something that we really need to input the students. Otherwise, they are going to be super dependent on too much of the technology. So what did I do? After I teach the students to use ChatGPT, they are going to do the innovation by doing the presentation in different forms. The first forms of their presentation is PowerPoint presentation at the classroom level, as you saw from the very previous slides. Another thing that I asked the student to do is the poster presentation by using the ubiquitous or popular software, okay, online software like Canva. The students are very competent on using this because I don't have to talk much. I just give the students an access to YouTube video, and then the students can learn, okay, how to do this Canva poster presentation by themselves. And what are the information that they are presenting? They are presenting the information about their own translation after they went to the community for site visit and data collection about the social capital in the village. The social capital in the village in my concept refers to a few things. For example, I section the students into groups. For example, let's say 5 groups. Group number 1 go to collect the data about the history of the village. Group number 2 go to collect the data about natural resources. Group number 3 collect the data about food source. Group number 4 collect the data about the tradition, customs, beliefs, okay, and religious activities in the village. Group number 5 collect the data about local scholars who are the specialists in some certain areas where in which it doesn't really, let's say, documented by printed material or publication. And the last group may tap into the information about constructing the tourism routes in the village for the purpose of community presentation and advertisements. So after each group has worked, they have to translate whatever kind of translation they did by their own or by using technology. It doesn't really matter. Okay, but by the end of the day, they have to be able to compile this information and doing the linguistic analysis by means of the theory that I mentioned, the 3 theories, the translation methods, translation strategies for syntactic and semantic approach, and also creativity in translation. So after they have compiled everything, they are going to do the poster presentation and do this presentation live at the community. So I brought the student back to the community second time for this presentation, not to only the teachers, but to the villagers, okay, in order to get them real exposure and connectivity with the local community. So like this, after we've done that, it's not just only one digital platform by using Canva. I would like the students to be more in terms of the online platform, because the poster is it is more like the printed material. So the students are able to do something more than that. So I asked the students to do what we call the second innovation, that is the metaverse innovation by using this special software. It is called Spatial, SPATIAL.io, which is the metaverse platform. So the students are doing this very efficiently because they can work with the software very well, okay, in terms of creating this metaverse platform. So I asked the students also to develop this particular, okay, information presentation by using the digital media. And this is going to be not just only for their learning purpose, but it will serve also for the community advertisement media, because this information will sit there forever in the online platform. The only things that I would like to activate the student thought is that if they are going to make this kind of platform more commercialized, then they can think about, okay, converting this digital presentation to some kind of digital commercialization. Okay, so this is beyond of the scope of my course, but I just would like to leave something for the student to think about. Say, for example, if they are going to be really some kind of the community influencer, and then makes things that is workable, sellable, commoditizable for the community, what they are going to do. So this is the thought that is beyond the scope of my course, but I can leave them to think about it for their future. So after I have done this, I am going to go back to the community again for the last P. Okay, for the last P, that is community exhibition. So we are going to hand over everything. Okay, the poster presentation, and also the poster presentation. It works like this. So I asked the students to create the QR code and put the QR code to the poster presentation. As you can see from your left hand side, that this QR code is scannable. So this poster presentation will be placed at the community assembly area, so that whenever the community has visitors, so the visitor can scan this information or read the information directly from the poster presentation for the purpose of community advertisements. So in this trip model, I try to achieve this purpose for the T translation theories equipment for the students' knowledge on linguistic analysis by means of research methodology, connecting with the community through community integration, and develop some kind of innovation which is free by using online platform like ChatGPT, and also Canva, and also another one that is special. And the last P, in order to get the feel, the real feeling of doing the community influencer for my students. So I have about 2 minutes left. So the contribution and conclusion for my work this semester is to serve the purpose of the university CRUS, the Community Integration University. I also equip students with community language, digital and creativity literacy. Number 3, the community and stakeholders show their satisfaction of towards this trip model. The faculty, my faculty can also use this platform for their quality assurance indicator. And also the course teacher earn the ownership for the academic advancement and reputation from this model, because I also learn a lot from conceptualizing this kind of instructional platform for my own benefits and my own academic advancement and professional advancements. However, there are some challenges that I need to think about a lot, okay, for the in terms of preparation and arrangements complications. As you may know, there are too many mechanisms in this platform, and I need a lot of time for preparations and arrangements and working with many people. I also have to deal with technology complications because each technology has its own kind of, good and bad and like and dislikes and complications and so on. It is also time and energy consuming because I have to work a lot, work with many people, work with students, arranging many things inside and outside the classrooms. Budget burdens. I have to carry a lot of burdens for budget, something that I have to use my own budget wherever that I cannot find any budget support, and other miscellaneous, extraneous variables concerns beyond my control. Okay. So this is all about my presentation for the digital innovation at the classroom level. Okay, a case study of CRU by using the course called Creative Translation. So thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share my experience with you. Selamat and ขอบคุณครับ Thank you.
Thank you very much, Asra, for the wonderful presentation regarding to your research result. Wow. Okay, Dr. Nathapon, now we are going to invite our next speaker, but let me share first. Hello. Hello, Dr. Taif. Assalamualaikum. Hello, Dr. Taif. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, sir. Hello, Dr. Taif from Iraq. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, sir. Hello, Dr. Taif. Hello, sir. Dr. Taif from Iraq. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, sir. Oh. Hello, sir. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, since our the six speakers are still outside, so now let's invite our second speaker. Let me introduce first. Hello, ma'am, Dr. Selfie. Are you ready, ma'am? Okay. Waalaikumsalam. Ma'am, I'm really sorry. Let me introduce you first before you start your presentation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, her name is Dr. Haja Sylvia Ratna, is MCOM, and then now education, doctoral in business administration from University Brawijaya, and for Master in Information Technology from STTS Surabaya, Indonesia, and then for a Bachelor in Informatic Engineering from STMIC Akakom, Yogyakarta. For the occupation, she is Review Journal of Al-Ulum, Assessor of the Independent Accreditation Institute Infocom, Chairman of the Graha Education Foundation, and then now she is the Dean of Faculty of Information Technology, Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arsyad Al-Banjari Banjarmasin in Indonesia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for economizing the time, let's invite her to embark. Her presentation floor is yours. Thank you. Ma'am, I'm sorry, ma'am, your microphone, ma'am. Okay, yeah.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Ratna, Mrs. Ratna.
Yes, ma'am.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. Greeting to the main speaker. Hello, students, ladies and gentlemen, who are present to follow and listen to this event. I hope we are all in good health and of course still enthusiastic. Okay, I will share my presentation. Education and business transforming with AI technology Artificial intelligence refers to computer system capable of performing complex tasks that historically only a human could do, such as reasoning, making decisions, or solving problems. Today, the term AI describes a wide range of technologies that power many of the services and goods we use every day, from apps that recommend CPSO to chatbots that provide customer support in real time. What is AI? Things related to AI include AI intelligence, artificial intelligence, AI divides for computer vision, robotic, natural language processing, automate planning and scheduling, optimization, component of AI, types of AI, machine learning, knowledge-based system. Artificial intelligence example. 1. Took the humanoid robot of an associate with AI. Think Star Trek The Next Generation data of Terminator X1. XOO don't exist yet. You likely interact with machine learning power service or device many times before. 2. At the simplest level, machine learning use algorithm trends on data set to create machine model that allow computer system to perform tasks like making song recommendation. Identifying the facets what the travel to a destination or translating text from one language to another. Some of the common example of AI in use today. Number 1, ChatGPT. Use large language model LLM to generate text in response to question and comment posed to it. Number 2, Google Translate. Use deep learning algorithm to translate text from one language to another. Number 3, Netflix. Uses machine learning algorithm to create personalized recommendation engine for users based on their previous viewing history. Number 4, Tesla uses computer vision to power self-driving features on their cars. Why AI is a critical factor in the transformation of education. AI in education, in educational transformation present as a technological innovation that will bring major change to the world. Artificial intelligence is entering various segments of life. A simple example of the existence of AI in supporting the educational process can actually be found in technology that has recently gone viral, ChatGPT. For example, provide comprehensive, clear answer. However, when it is continuously used, your reasoning will decrease. ChatGPT is one of the many AI technologies that exist and can be utilized. However, the true existence of technology is to help what humans do, not to do all human work in total. Human involvement must still exist in order to develop pattern of thinking, reasoning, and knowledge that are used in life. The use of AI technology for education can then be said to be ideal if it remains in accordance with ethical norms and applicable legal regulation. So, what are examples of AI in education? Number one, the first benefit of AI for education is that it provides a smarter learning process with careful analysis of each student achievements. Learning can be carried out more personally and comfortably according to the areas required by each student. Ideally, this can help someone study with more focus. The reason is the learning carried out can also be an interactive session. So the student not only act as recipient of information, but can also be provoked to search for information. On a broader scope, AI can provide a wealth of information about what students are interested in. Of course, we all know students will be more enthusiastic about learning in a field that they like, and AI can help them find new and relevant information on related topics. Miss Ratna?
Yes, ma'am.
We can break 5 minutes.
That's okay, ma'am. Yeah, that's okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's wait for a while. Yes, about 4 minutes. Okay. No problem, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am Selfie?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Sampai sini ya tadi. Okay. Number 2, assisting with assignment. In the current context, artificial intelligence can help teaching staff in assessing the question and assignment given to their students. However, its development is still in the stage of being able to help assess multiple choice questions. In the future, when AI become more sophisticated, the ability to read data in the form of writing. Sentence and paragraph can be optimized to help with assessment of essay question. It is believed that AI will have this ability in the near future with its machine learning. AI can recognize the context of a sentence it's relevant to the equation and accuracy with the answer that has been input by the teacher as the correct answer. Number 3, identification and identity verification. Doesn't it seem that it has much to do with the words of education? However, actually verifying the identity of student will be important to ensure that every student who comes into a room for an exam or other educational facility is truly a student who is the legal owner of the access. And then why is AI important to identification process? Because quite a few fraudulent practices are carried out by irresponsible individuals who falsify identities to gain personal gain. For example, cheating in taking exam by individuals who are not actually exam participants. Transforming education with AI, the change brought by AI in education, adaptive and personalized learning, efficiency in education management, case studies on concrete example. The role of AI in business, an introduction to how AI has changed the business paradigm, automates business process with AI, improve data analysis and decision making. Example of success in business thanks to the implementation of AI. AI, or also known as artificial intelligence, is a simulation of artificial intelligence that is simulated in machine and programming. Artificial intelligence can work on any of the factors below. Number 1, think humanly, a system that can think like human. Number 2, think rationally, a system that can think rationally. Number 3, acting humanly, system that can act like human. Number 4, act rationally, system that can behave rationally. The application of AI to business includes several things. Here are the most common ones. Applications. Number 1, non-stop customer service. The application of AI for business is very helpful in the customer service process in real time, 24-hour non-stop. The application of artificial intelligence here is very beneficial for business within the company. Apart from saving additional costs for paying employees, the company also improves satisfactory service for customer. Number 2, optimization of data processing. Companies need AI help to be able to process data well and more easily. The application of AI will be very useful, especially for data processing analysis to make it more optimal, so that it can increase production and sales. Number 3, virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is one of the advantages in AI that can be applied in business. You definitely know chatbot, right? Chatbot is a real example of virtual assistant that can answer customer question automatically. The virtual assistant allow customer interaction with the machine, which will be very efficient and personal. Okay, I think the last page. The most common and useful AI in business. Number 1, artificial intelligence in sales. Number 2, artificial intelligence in marketing. Number 3, artificial intelligence in accounting. Number 4, artificial intelligence in human resources. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am, for the presentation. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's move to our last speaker, or keynote speaker, Dr. Taib. Hello. Hello, Dr. Taib. Assalamualaikum. Hello, keynote speaker. Hello, Dr. Taif. Assalamualaikum, sir. Good morning. Dr. Taif. Assalamualaikum. Sir James. Hello, Sir James. Sir James, can you hear me? Hello, Sir James, can you hear me?
Hello, Miss Ratna. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. May I know?
Yeah, I guess Dr. Taif cannot be with us at this very moment because he is having his class.
Okay, so now we are going to have Q&A session and discussion, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's move to our Q&A session. And then for the Q&A session, and also conclusion will be handled by Dr. Arman James Royal. Floor is yours. Thank you. Hello, Sir James, now it's your turn to handle the program for the Q&A session. Sir James? Sergio? Hello, Sergio?
Yes, Ms. Ratna, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
All right. And I believe Sir James is unmuting his Zoom account. It seems like he might not be one of the co-hosts yet. But of course, we are very much thankful for the presence of all of our keynote speakers who have, what do you call this one, have invitation, who've been invited for ICET 2024. Once again, thank you so much to all our keynote speakers. Let's send a heart reaction, please, to our chat box for us to express our heartfelt gratitude to them. And hopefully we'll be able to hear more of them soon in our future research collaborations and international research conferences. Once again, thank you so much. And so this time, ladies and gentlemen, we shall proceed with our question and answer session. I know you might have clarifications, and surely you have learned so much from the very comprehensive discussion of our keynote speakers. So we'll be opening our chat box. We'll be choosing a few people for us to read their questions should they have clarifications, and rest assured that our keynote speakers will be more than happy to go ahead and answer your questions right at this moment. And just a few reminder, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that our participants could ask a question, of course, right now using our chat box in our Zoom account, and selected questions would be read by our moderator and would be answered by our keynote speakers. So do we have anybody from our participants who have clarifications and questions, or anybody who would like to give insights instead as well? Check the chat box if there's already a question coming from our participants. Let's see. Anybody from our participants, from our delegates who may have questions for our speakers? And we're very much appreciative of the of all of our participants for sharing their time, of course, for putting so much of their time and attention in listening to the discussion of our speakers. So we appreciate as well so much their presence this afternoon.
No
Well, let's try
question?
to,
Sergio? No question, Sergio?
all right, I believe we have a question here from one of our participants, from UNISCA, Mr. Muhammad Rafialbi. I'm really not sure if I was able to read his name
That's
correctly.
incorrect.
All right, so from Mr. Muhammad is that what does every professor and teachers here think about copyright of data set that's taken for the AI? Would you like to answer this question, sir?
Would you please show the questions on or did you get the question on the chat box, Sergio?
Yes, Miss Ratna.
Oh,
I have
okay.
here two. It's actually going 3 questions already. Mr. Muhammad Rafial, is he around? We just like to know as to who would you like to address this question, sir?
May I say something?
Yeah.
I think
Thank you so much.
you can start with a chat GPT, like a 3.5 or a Bing. It's entirely free. So you can just play around with chat GPT or Bing or Google Bard, then you can feel the use of AI. You can, even when you write some English sentence, and if you use the chat GPT going to automatically correct your English, so that's a beginning, I guess. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for giving us an enlightenment, Dr. Obari. And hopefully we're able to answer your question. And aside from that, Ms. Ratna, we also have another question here from Ms. Mohammed Iyaul Lumudin. Regarding AI, the question is it too late if we can start now? How can we start so that we can catch up with the development in today's world?
Hi,
From
Sergi.
Mr.
I hope my audio is okay. Can I answer this? Am I audible clearly now?
Go ahead, Ms.
Okay, thank you. It's never too late to start learning AI, and there are numerous resources available to help you to catch up to the development in today's world. I'd like to recommend simple artificial intelligence software. Like, for example, you are generating image, you can use different software in generating image instead of starting all over again from the scratch. Also, the field of AI is vast and multidisciplinary, and you could also discover machine learning, deep learning, and the NLP, or the natural language processing. So it's never too late to start. No matter where you are and what age you are, you can start AI as long as you have the desire to learn it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Ruth Ann Garcia Santos from Nueva Ecija, University of Science and Technology. And aside from that, Ms. Ratna, we also have another question here. I believe this is for Dr. Obari. This is from Mr. Mohammed Fikri Haq from UNISCA, a student. His question is, can artificial intelligence be integrated with job English training? If so, what is the solution to the lack of human interaction in the field of psychology in dealing with problems to reduce unnecessary gesture assessments?
Just let me share some ideas. Or even the company in Japan have been introducing this AI for interviewing. A sort of integration of AI and human interaction. And sometime in the speaking test, open AI could be used to assess, and much faster. Like Pagoda English test. It came out last November, and if you sit in computer with this test, maybe after you finish, after speaking test, in 3 minutes you're going to get the result with the AI assessment. And the many Japanese companies try to be fair with interview. That's why that they introduce AI for the interview, with people. But of course, the human interaction is most important. We have to rely on our sense, thought and sense. I think that's all I can say.
Thank you so much.
Like Panasonic Corporation, last March, they started using ChatGPT 3.4, 3.5 for every company employee. Yeah. So the many right now if we not catch up with a sort of digital transformation, the use of AI or VR, I think company is going to be a little bit behind, and then some company will go bankrupt. That's why the many Japanese companies are very keen on introducing VR, AI, and ChatGPT and other things. DX. Those are the must. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Obari. And aside from that, we also have a question here from Mr. Mohammed Rahman. And his question is for Obari and Professor Garcia Santos. And his question is, how does the role of digital education transformation become the right infrastructure to facilitate student accessibility to independent education through AI-powered like ChatGPT?
Okay, I think what is most important is a sort of an internet connection. Once you get into the faster internet, then we don't have to worry about other things. Just you can use YouTube or ChatGPT, and what the teachers are concerned about is sort of a pedagogy. How are you going to utilize those instruments? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Obari. Professor Ruth Ann.
Yeah, aside from the stable internet connectivities, the most important is we have to educate them. We cannot stop the growth of artificial intelligence. And so there are argumentation about it, whether we allow the student or not. For me, is one of the important factors that we have to consider is to educate our students on how to properly use, how to be a responsible user of the Chat GPT and any other AI platform.
All right, I believe those were the words of enlightenment and answers from Dr. Obari.
I tell you what, sooner or later, everyone is now using a sort of a smartphone. And once you get into the faster internet connection, I think just like you're using a smartphone, you could utilize it, even AI and other kind of many applications. So that you have to, just find out what's going on the net, and also like Coursera, and there are many nice courses online. It's entirely free, so that you can learn, if you wish. So if you're willing to learn, you can learn anything, on the net. I decided not to use any textbook, the paper textbook now. But what I'm emphasizing is the high quality of interaction is very important. Then how are we going to create a sort of a high quality input and output interaction? That's a key. So I frequently invite some foreign scholars from United States or from UK. Also, I invite a young native speaker to my classroom so the student could enhance their high input or high quality, or output interactions. That's a key sort of. In Philippines, sometimes many Japanese students try to contact the university in Philippines, and they enjoy chatting with the Philippine speakers. You all speak Philippines. You all speak good at English. So that's why. So we should have more. We should promote a sort of a COIL, collaborative international learning among the nations. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barry. And I believe you also have a question here from one of our delegates from the Philippines, from Talim College. He's asking if in cases of excessive reliance on AI in education, which may impede students' cognitive independence and critical thinking, what measures can be implemented to mitigate these potential adverse effects on the overall intelligence development? Anybody from our speaker can go ahead and answer this question. This is a question from Mr. Carl from the Talim College, Philippines. Our other speakers as well may go ahead.
May I say that, as for the DALI or other things, if you use AI, I think we tend to be moving toward a sort of a formality, almost the same type of answers we could get. So we might be losing some human flavor. That's a sort of a disadvantage. And we have to create, human beings are given a sort of a free will, also the creativity. So that we have to develop our own creativity more than ever before, not to be beaten by AI. So we have to really develop our sense and thought.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Barry, for sharing your insights about answering the question. And I believe as much as we would
May I
love,
add? I'm sorry.
go ahead, ma'am.
Sorry, Sir Joy, may I add? We should never forget that excessive reliance on AI education without balanced approach can indeed cause stress to student cognitive independence. So my suggestion is they have to ensure a balanced integration of AI and the traditional methods, teaching methods, because AI should complement and enhance, but never replace human interaction in teaching, because human emotion and care and the ability to connect and adopt what our students need is that AI cannot be replaced. So always have ensure balanced integration of AI tools and the traditional teaching methods. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Ruth Ann Garcia Santos, as well for sharing your insights about that. And as much as we would love to, of course, ask questions more for all of our keynote speakers, unfortunately, we only have limited time, but definitely they'll be more than happy to go ahead and address such concern. You may take note of their email address and be able to communicate with them, and they'll be more than happy to, of course, respond to your messages. And right at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to express, of course, our heartfelt gratitude to all of our keynote speakers. And with that, we shall proceed to the awarding of certificate to all of our keynote speakers for our international conference on education and technology. Let's go ahead and first wait for the certificate to be shared by Zoom.
Sergio? Your microphone, Sergio?
Hello, Miss Ratna, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and share to you the slides so that we can be for the certificate of all of our keynotes. So we have here Islamic University and Muhammad Arshad Al Banjari Banjarmasin, Indonesia, in partnership with Tagum College, Philippines. Certificate of recognition. Dr. Hiroyuki Obari, professor from Globis Professional University, Japan, with the topic Transforming Language Education, the Rise of VR and AI in English Learning, as keynote speaker in the International Conference on Education and Technology with the theme Fostering Education Through Technology, held virtually on January 9 to 10, 2024. Signed, we have here Professor Insignor Abdul Malik SPT, MSI, PhD, IPU, ASEAN Engineer, Rector of UNISCA Indonesia, and signed Guillermo P. Torres Jr., EDD, President, University of Mindanao, Philippines. The certificate of recognition, let's give a virtual round of applause to Dr. Hiroyuki Obari.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed the conference.
Thank you so much, Dr. Obari. And the same certificate of recognition is awarded to Dr. Sylvia MCOM with the topic Education and Business Transforming with Technology, still as a keynote speaker for ICET 2020. Thank you so much, Dr. Ratto. Let's give her a virtual round of applause, please.
Thank you.
Thank you as well, ma'am, for sharing your time and expertise. And the same certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Taif Abdul Hussein Dakil Alasami.
Excuse me, Sir Sergio.
Go ahead, Ms. Ratna.
Okay.
And we have here, it's the same certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Natapun Shanti from Chiang Rai Rajabat University, CRRU, Thailand, with the topic Digital Innovation for Classroom Practice, a case study of Chiang Rai Rajabat University as keynote speaker for ICET 2024. Thank you so much, Dr. Shanti. And of course, the same certificate of recognition to Professor Ruth Ann Garcia Santos from Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, Philippines, with a topic Empowering 21st Century Learners Through Technology Literacy as keynote speaker for ICET 2024. Thank you so much, Professor Santos. And the same certificate of recognition is awarded to Dr. Maria Guadalupe M. De Leon from Tagum College, Philippines, with the topic Education Management, Mobilizing Transformation in the 21st Century Through Technology as keynote speaker for ICET 2024.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. De Leon, for sharing your time and expertise as our keynote speaker. And of course, the same certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Henki SSMPD from UNISCA Indonesia with the topic Impact of Modern Technology in Education as keynote speaker for International Conference in Education and Technology 2024. Thank you so much, Dr. Henki. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those were our keynote speakers for our International Conference in Education and Technology who have shared their expertise and knowledge for all of our delegates and participants for our very first ICET 2024. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be more than happy to inform everyone of what will be happening tomorrow, the day 2 of our ICET 2024 with the theme Fostering Education Through Technology. And we would like everyone to listen carefully to some specific instruction for what will be happening. Research presentation. And here are just few instructions we would like to take note we would like everyone to take note of is that everyone, you will be grouped based on your research area, and you have your assigned reactor, which will be introduced after the plenary session of the day one. And you will also be assigned to a particular breakout room. And please do refer to the updated program flow we have sent via WhatsApp. You'll be able to check there what breakout room number will you be assigned to, together with the different research presenter who have submitted their research abstract for this particular international conference. And moderators will be introduced after this specific program, and the program flow will be finalized if there will be additional research presenters. And we would like everyone to prepare your PowerPoint presentation. And if you need some help, please do not hesitate to ask your assigned moderator, which will be later introduced before the end of the program. And the order of the presentation is that the teacher or lecturer presenter will present first, and the student presenter will follow. And so this time, it is with pride and pleasure for me to introduce to you our moderators and reactors for tomorrow's research presentation. And of course, before that, it is very important as well for us to take note the different group or breakout room numbers for tomorrow's activity. So we have for groupings number one, for group one, we have information technology, that's IT. Group two, that is also for information technology. For group three, we have elementary education. For group four, we have language education. For group five, education and educational technology. And for group six, we have guidance and counseling, social science, science education, and management. So specifically and respectively, for group one, which is information technology, we have a model, Miss Kresha and Miss Mutiara, with the reactor, Dr. Haldi Budiman. For group two, we have moderators, Mr. CJ and Yeri, with the reactor, Professor Erna Herliani, MM. Group three, we have our moderator, Miss Queenie Sustiger and Miss Lutfi, with the reactor, Professor Sukiani. For group four, we have our moderators, Miss Louise and Miss Aisha, with the reactor, Dr. Jose Elmer Opeshar. For group five moderator, we have Miss Phoebe and Miss Amanda, with the reactor, Dr. Larsenil Pascual. And for group six, we have our moderator, Miss Jezabeth and Mr. Rizaldi Rashid, with the reactor, Dr. Mervin Osik. Have I missed any information, Ms. Fatna? Is there any additional information you would like to tell our delegates for tomorrow's activity?
I think all are clear.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ratna. And please do take note that we shall start the program tomorrow morning at exactly 8 a.m. Philippine time. And I suppose everyone's very excited for the presentation tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to prepare so much for tomorrow's activity. And our reactors as well are very much prepared as well to give insights and share their ideas relative to the different topics that we will be discussing for tomorrow's day two of our International Conference in Education and Technology at 2024. And this time, for our closing remarks, I believe it would be important for us to hear as well one of our co-organizers, ICET 2024. This time, may I call on the program head of the Bachelor of Science in Education of Tagum College, Dr. Armand James Vallejo, sir, for any message for our delegates.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Jeyo, for introducing it. At the same time, I would like to say thank you to our coming from Thailand, Philippines, and the Iraq. We are very much grateful for their knowledge that they have shared with us, especially to our students and teachers. We hope that we have facilitated this effectively and you have learned something. And we're looking forward of seeing you all tomorrow to our day 2 of this conference. With that, we have to close this activity this afternoon. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much, Dr. Armand James Vallejo, for for the closing remarks. And I believe that concludes the day one of our International Conference in Education and Technology. We would like again to say thank you and express our heartfelt gratitude to all of our keynote speakers who have shared their time and expertise for our ICET 2024 for sharing. Kaayong salamat. And I would like as well to say thank you for the participation of all of our participants, research presenters, research professionals, lecturers, professors who have also joined our ICET 2024 this year. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Obari. Thank you very much for the all keynote speakers who have spending your time, sir, ma'am, to join our conference today. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed a lovely conference. Yeah, blessing to the rest of the conference. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
To all tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow at 8. Okay.
At 8.
Okay. For the all reactors, moderators, and paper presenters, please don't be late because we are going to start at 8 o'clock sharp.
Thank you so much. Sayonara.
Most welcome, ma'am. Congratulations.
I'll see you at the Thai TESOL or Cambodia TESOL or whatever the conference, I look forward to seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Obari, hoping that we will be seeing each other again in campus.
Yes,
So,
yeah, nice to seeing you again. Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you for the lovely conference again. Yeah.
Okay. So, Sergio?
You, Mr. Hiroyuki Ubari, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, Sir James. So, I'll see you tomorrow, Sergio. Sergio and Sir James, how about tomorrow for the opening remarks?
yeah, the opening remarks. For tomorrow, the Dean of UM Taguig College will deliver her message
Okay, and then for the closing remark?
from your university.
Okay, so it would be Dr. Galuh Nasrullah, our Vice Rector for the Collaboration and Islamic Studies, Sir James.
All right, Miss. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Obari, Dr. Henki. Thank you, thank you. Miss Ruth, thank you.
Yes. Okay, let's leave the room together and then see you tomorrow. I do believe that for the committee, I said to prepare many things. Okay, it is for the attendance form. For the all participants, kindly fill up the form for day 1. Hello. Hello, Sir James.
Yes, Miss Ratna.
How about this?
Yes, Miss Ratna.
Is that correct? It is for the attendance list for day 1.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So how long should we give them time to fill up this?
So maybe we could give
10 minutes enough?
an hour?
An hour?
Yes.
Okay, an hour. Okay. We'll be asking my team to close after an hour. Is that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Dr. Obari, nice to meet you, sir. We thank you very much for
Thank you very much for your good moderation.
Yeah,
I really
you.
appreciate your good moderating all. Yeah.
to your next conference, sir.
Yeah. You're from Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm from Islamic University of Kalimantan.
Oh, good. Yeah. I wish I could go and visit Indonesia again. Yeah.
Have you visited Indonesia, sir?
Yeah, I have been there several times for Asia Temple.
Maybe I know the place, the Indonesia
Yeah.
that you already visited.
Oh. And
Jakarta?
my pastor used to live in Indonesia for 10 years, you know.
Oh, very long, 10 years.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
I do
Yeah.
respect Islam people also. Yeah. Religion is very important nowadays, you know.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sir.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for sharing, sir.
Yeah. I
Yes.
prefer to talk
Thank
about
you.
worldviews, you know. Yeah, I prefer to talk about worldviews, integrating to the AI and other things, you know.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting topic. And yeah, I myself got a lot of knowledge today related to the artificial intelligence.
Yes. But overuse definitely is not so good, you know. But we have to draw the clear difference between what the AI can do and what the human being can do, you know.
Yeah.
Some part AI could do a far better job, you know, than humans. So we have to draw the difference, clear distinction.
Sure. Okay, Sir James, would you like to say something?
No more, Miss Ratna. So I guess we're
Okay.
done. I'm
Yes,
just listening. I just also
yeah.
leaving the floor.
Okay, let's say also thank you to Dr. Dilel. Yes, and then also Prof. Ruth Ann Garcia Santos, Dr. Henki, Dr. Nataport, and Dr. Haji Sylvia Ratna for spending your time to join our conference and to share the knowledge to us. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. James, you are wonderful.
Dr.
Henki.
We are here because of him, sir.
Yeah, because of you, this program
can be implemented. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate your effort to
tireless
make
for
a
us in Dr.
successful
Henki.
this one day, the day one of this event. There's